The phrase, I am nature's greatest miracle. How does that connect with mental health and overall well being? Well, I will tell you, it is part of this book. It is part 4 or 5, depending on your perception or understanding of the chapters here. But it is the official scroll title. I am nature's greatest miracle. Why would that be helpful towards this channel or mental health? Well, I think it's easy to hear that as a ego statement potentially, but like with most things, once you read it and start to better understand it, you get an idea that might be a little bit different. So, the understanding as we enter into scroll 4 of the series, The Greatest Salesman in the World, scroll 4 of 10, which means I have 6 more of these to do, which means I have 6 more months of this to do. I'll take a step back real quick. I've loved reading this. If you're following along, I do one a month because it takes a month to read this book. Each section specifically. There's a great short story at the start, and then you move on to the individual scrolls that you're supposed to read 3 times a day for 30 days. So 90 readings over the course of a month, and then move on to the next. I finished scroll 4 last night, so today I'm on scroll 5, reading one of 90. So, um, just as a continuation here, if you paid attention last month, I talked about how bad the spine and the binding was, and we got there. Look at that. It is broken. Officially busted. So a lot of my readings are just with this guy, and he's in pretty good shape. Although I think it's gonna end up breaking again at another point, but we'll see. It hasn't yet. One break. I did buy it used, so that was probably part of it. If you're reading this, I wouldn't even say it's a regret. My only thing that I would change is I probably would have bought a new copy. I just kind of got this, not on a whim necessarily, but I found it really cheap at a thrift store for like $1. So I'm like, I'll get this one. This would be a fun one to get brand new and see how lived in it becomes as you go through it, because you read each section 90 times, so it's 900 readings that you're going to do, minus the like prologue short story, and then I don't know if there's an epilogue at the end of it. There probably is. So just to see how much oomph it takes by the end of over 900 readings. So the scrolls in order, because I've read them 90 times each. I hope I remember. Scroll 1 is I will form good habits and become their slave. Scroll 2, I will greet this day with love in my heart. Scroll 3, I will persist until I succeed. And scroll 4, our current scroll, I literally just said, why am I blinking? I am nature's greatest miracle. For me, this is the weakest of the 4 in terms of my engagement and interest. Um, it has nuggets. I think each chapter is about 5 pages. The takeaway for me was the emphasis that there has never been another person like you in existence. You are the only version of you that has existed, currently exists, or will ever exist. And that you are made with a certain potential, and you're made with a ability to thrive and succeed and move the needle of life forward for you and the world around you. And that to me is the better takeaway, that doing your part, so to speak, is important, and that you can achieve excellence in life through you recognizing that you are a miracle of nature. You're not just another number or statistic or just some person birthed into the world at an odd time and it's just been a hard go. You have a unique thing that you get to offer to the world. And that to me is the biggest takeaway from this. And that's such a useful thing to tie this back around to that mental health piece of how this can help. The amount of time I spend in therapy trying to navigate with people that they matter is a big part of that. And there are philosophies that try to present us as we don't matter. And there's always this balance of, in some sense, we're just one person, but in another sense, we're a contribution to the world. And you can use your contribution in a negative way to cause destruction and pain, or you can use it to make things good. And at the end of the day, can we work hard to try and move the needle more forward than back? It's a good encouragement. So, yeah, these are brief. The last video I will do summarizing all of it will be a little bit more in depth, but hopefully, if you're listening to this, you're enjoying this series and following along, and love to hear thoughts if you've read it. And in a month, we'll be back for scroll number 5. the halfway mark, and we'll go from there. So thanks for joining, and I will see everyone next time. See ya.